Hey guys, it's Kai. Welcome back to my channel. And today is a fun day because we're talking about this beautiful little thing, my pride and joy, my new baby, my second child, The Truth Behind Her Eyes by me. Here's the front cover. Here's the back cover. So if you don't know, I am a writer. This is my second book that I've released. It just came out on September 6th. My first book is called Late Night Thoughts Part 1. That's on Amazon as well. I'll link both of these books in case you want to read both of them. And I'll also link the video that I went into my first book with, I'm doing that with this book, but you follow me? You follow me. Yes, the first book, I did a deep dive into that book too, and I'll link that one in the cards and the description. Excuse me. And I will link like I said, both of the links to my first book and my new one as well. So pretty. I paid my best friend to do the artwork for me. She's a phenomenal artiste. Support your local artists and like friends and creative people, okay? So this book is all about journal entries and poems. So initially when I first started to write this, I wanted each journal entry to have a poem to it that kind of coincided with it and matched it, but it didn't turn out that way, and I'm totally cool with that. Sometimes things don't turn out the way you expect them to, and it's fine. It kind of turns out better that way sometimes. So just a heads up before I get really into it, if you buy the book, this not for resale bar, that will not be on your copy. This thing, yuck. It won't be on your copy. It's only on my copy because this is a proof copy, because before it's released, I can only order proof copies. So, my actual copy will not be here by the time I record this video and upload it. So that's why I have this proof copy, because I want to show you guys. So I'm not going to read the whole book because obviously I want to keep you guys intrigued and keep you interested. And I would love for you to buy it and support me. Help pay my bills. Really. So, I got the title page, copyright page, and then this little beauty right here, which kind of sets the mood a little bit. It says, "The Truth Behind Her Eyes is a collection of journal entries and poems pieced together from my own life experiences as well as the people around me. So get cozy. It's time to unwind. Sit back, relax, and enjoy." So that's like the intro of the book, if that's what you want to say. Sorry, there's like mosquitoes in my car. This is the first poem of the book. I have a poem opening and closing the book out. I'm sorry, you guys. Like, I could turn the air on, alright, but I love nature. Just not mosquitoes. Just not bugs. So the opening poem is called Starry-Eyed Girl. Starry-eyed girl, you dream so big. You see the beauty in all the disaster. Your world sleeps with the sun and rises with the moon. Young, wild, and free, interwoven in your dreams of touching the moon and stars without a worry in the world. You just want to touch the world, heal the world, make the world feel beautiful. But your eyes start to dim when you give all of your light to this undeserving world. You're looking for the light in this dark and desolate hell, this inescapable earth. But the light is inside of you, right in your eyes. Those eyes that see beauty and disaster. Those eyes that touch the moon and the stars without a care in the world. Never stop loving, never stop dreaming, never stop believing, starry-eyed girl. So that's the opening, the official opening of the book. And the first one says, the beginning. Okay. Like I said, I'm not going to read it all, but let's kind of get into it, guys. So these journal entries go back to the beginning of 2018. And this first journal entry is from February 4th, 2018, and it's called Learning. Learning that as a 25-year-old woman, life can be hell sometimes, more than I'd like it to be. Learning how to cope with loss and how to love through loss. Learning that it's okay to not have everything together, and that everyone moves at their own pace. Learning to forgive myself and to love myself, even though sometimes I find it hard to even like myself. Learning that it's okay to take my time, to enjoy life, to find myself, to explore, and to not feel pressure because you feel like you're far behind and sometimes a complete failure. Learning that dreams and greatness take time and that it's okay to take time molding yourself into the person you want to be. Learning that not everyone is going to understand or support me or my dreams, and that those people are also shaping me to be a better woman and person. Learning to let go of fear, pain, memories, people, fake happiness, and the ideology that life is defined by what society says. Learning who's real to me, and good for me. Learning to open up even though I feel so misunderstood and alone. Learning that life must go on even though your world stops. Learning to cope with anxiety and depression that I manage very well 90% of the time, but the other 10% is hell in my heart and mind. Learning that I'm a human being with a lot of trauma that must be dealt with. I must learn to feel if I want to heal. Learning to be my own best friend while finding people I can truly trust and rely on. Learning who and what to invest my time into, and that every little thing in life doesn't need to be mentioned or spoken on. Hold on, be right back. Sorry guys, I'm back. Learning to radiate positivity when negativity seems to be the only thing that surrounds me in certain moments. Learning that I was put on this earth to heal others, but I must heal myself first. Learning that God is the only way to true happiness, peace, and sanity. Learning that it's okay to ask for help and that it's okay to not be okay all the time. So that's the end of the first opening journal and the opening of the book. And the poem that coincides with that is called I Hope. Inspired by My Future by Billie Eilish. If you've never heard that song, please go listen to it. I hope you find your beauty in your own eyes, not the eyes of the world. I hope you find your worth and true love within yourself and not within another person. I hope you realize everything you're endlessly searching for is in the mirror. I know you're scared. To love yourself, to believe in yourself, to stand up for yourself, to trust yourself, to know yourself. Because all of your existence, you were made to believe it was all outside of you. Silence the world around you and listen to the world inside of you. Listen to the glow, to the spirit, to the light, to the love, to the truth. I hope you see yourself for who you really are. Don't fear your reflection anymore. Because that's the only person who's been here all along. So like I said, I'm not going to read it all, guys. Want to keep you interested, want to keep you intrigued. I'm not going to read it like front to back. I'm just going to hop around in here. If you guys are enjoying this so far, give me a thumbs up. If you guys like reading, give me a thumbs up. If you like writing, give this video a thumbs up. I love creativeness. Let's all just be one big happy family. Let's just all love each other. Let's just all let the creative goodness flow. So this journal entry is from September 25th of 2020. And it's called Let Me Go. How did we get here? I'm being treated less than a wife right now. I left thinking you'd wake up and take me seriously. You won't even bother to call me. I'm tired and I'm not about to continue to spend my energy begging. I'm worth so much more than that. I'm always the first to repair things, whether I'm in the right or in the wrong. Your wife is asking you for your help to work with me in building this relationship. The pattern continues to show that I never get 100% effort from you. And maybe I should have taken a hit a long time ago. I have no more to give. I literally just delivered your child and I'm suffering with anxiety and depression. Postpartum is the worst and I feel alone. Your son depends on me and he's not getting the best from me because I'm putting my energy in places I shouldn't be. When will you notice you continue a cycle of failed relationships and want to do something different? I'm trying to work with you and you're not giving me 100%. I doubt you'll even read this. If I'm asking too much, then please let me go. this journal entry that coincides with that, or excuse me, this poem that coincides with that journal entry is called Why Don't You Love Me? How did we get here? How did I somehow lose myself inside of you? Why did I forsake myself for a heart that led me to a dead end? Who am I apart from you? Where am I without you? How do I choose between my love and my sanity? Why do you only love me when everything is broken? Why do you only cherish me when I'm fading away? Why do you only grab a hold of me when I'm slipping through your fingertips? What am I to you? Simply a muse to use for love and affection because you don't love yourself? So you use me as a vessel for all the things you lack within yourself? Who am I to you? A mere reflection made of all your unwanted imperfections? What is it you want from me? Or do you even really want me? I killed myself to be loved by you, so why can't you love me? Why don't you love me when I love you more than I love myself? So this one's a journal that I'm about to read now called Home. I've built this beautiful brick house to keep the world from destroying me. I never would have imagined that this beautiful brick house, this immaculate and perfect home that I have built for my protection would become my ultimate destruction. I thought I loved myself. I knew I was all I needed. The world doesn't need me because the world doesn't understand me. I'm too me for this fake world that wants me to be someone else. I spent my entire life looking for my place, looking for the space that I fit into. I never knew I had a home. I didn't know what home was. Home was just a word with no meaning. So that beautiful brick house that I built to keep me safe, I tore it down. I destroyed it before it completely destroyed me. And I built a new home. A glorious one. A home that I felt welcome in. A home that I feel safe in. A home that holds my truth because the home that I built was a lie. And I'm tired of lying. I'm tired of running. I'm tired of wandering. I'm tired of wondering where home is, who home is, what home is, because I found a home, my permanent home inside myself. This is the last one I'm going to read from this book. If you like what you hear, give it a thumbs up, my love. Subscribe to my channel. This one's actually more recent one. I wrote this in March 31st of this year. It's called Pour Into Me. Exhausted from people and things, energy and attention aren't in the right place. It's like I never learned my lesson. It's this constant and relentless back and forth. I give and I give until I break, and then I get mad at myself for breaking. It's almost like I do this shit to torture myself. I know better, but I don't do better. Why is that? I'm making a promise to myself to start prioritizing myself. I'm dedicating myself to my own happiness, distancing and eliminating things or people in my life that don't bring me a healthy happiness. I've neglected my all-around health and happiness for too damn long. I want to be free. I want to be surrounded by people with positive lives and positive vibes. Being surrounded by pessimistic people and negative people is so draining. I want people who value themselves, believe in themselves, and have confidence around me. I need to surround myself with people who pour into themselves and accept themselves without needing outside validation to make it happen. People who don't let their fears and insecurities run and dictate their lives. Of course, we're all imperfect, flawed, and we all have our good and bad days. But every day doesn't have to be a bad or horrible day. You are who you surround yourself with. So even if you're a very positive person, if you surround yourself with negative and pessimistic people, after a while it'll start to rub off on you. Part of self-care is loving yourself and surrounding yourself with people who love and care for themselves. This is my time. My time to revamp myself, better myself, learn to love myself, to soul search to be myself. to do what the fuck I want to do. This is my time to be selfish and finally make myself happy. It's time I fill my own cup and pour into me. If you like this book and what you've heard, and if you're curious, I encourage you to go to Amazon and buy The Truth Behind Her Eyes by Alexandria, which is your girl. And again, I will link my first book as well in the description. And like I said, I will also link the deep dive into my first book, that video. I'll link that in the cards and the description as well. Support your girl. Like this video. Do, give me a good subscribe button. Your girl's trying to get into the YouTube gig. Get more into it. I'll actually do a video on that as well, about where I'm going with this whole YouTube thing and all that goodness and beautifulness. But before I dippity-doo-dah-day, I want to read the back of this to you. And like I said, it won't have this resale bar. Truth. Why do we run from you? Why are we so desperate to escape you? Why do you hurt so bad? What is it about you that shatters worlds, breaks hearts, and brings the strongest man to his knees? Truth and honesty can be your worst enemy, but for me, truthfully, you set me free. That's what's on the back. That's the front. It's been fun. Thank you guys for sticking around. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe. We're going to get more into this. We're going to have fun. I love you. Thank you for sticking around. And have a good evening, day, night. Be safe and be creative and support your creative friends.